So there's this woman I want to tell you about. She's about to lose everything.
Wow.
And do you know what the funniest part is? Nobody's on her side. And they're about to drag her into a legal battle. She has no representation and she doesn't even know her rights.
My grandpa once said, empower a woman and you build a nation. Empower a woman and you strengthen a generation. Women are key players in our society. They are nurturers and they are silent architects of the progress that we see in our society today. Women need to be seen in the community. Their problems need to be identified. Their challenges need to be solved. We need to give them a springboard to ensure that they overcome the barriers that hinder them from fulfilling their potential. Despite this, many women are suffering from a particular cancer called indigence. Indigence robs them of their opportunity to access justice, equality in the society. This is why we started Project Amplify. We are calling the world, the community, the Nigerian government to action, to focus on the problems that indigent women face and to provide solutions to them.
An indigent woman is not just a statistic. She's a real person. She may be a young mother who cannot afford her children's education. She may be a widow who is denied access to her late husband's property. She may be a young girl who is forced into marriage against her will. She could also be a woman stripped of her dignity, left vulnerable to a society that does not protect her rights.
Indigent women in Nigeria face relentless struggles. Domestic violence, intimate partner violence, a lot of abuses, lack of education, unemployment, legal disenfranchisement, and what have you. Many do not even realize that these injustices that they endure are unlawful. They do not know, they are not even aware. And those who do it, they often have nowhere to turn, and most of the time, to access justice becomes a challenge. So justice feels like a very distant privilege and not actually a right. And the very society that should protect them seeks to silence them, and that is the sad part of it. Even their families discourage them from speaking out. We have cultural norms that pressure them into submission. Even the justice system at times falls short in offering them the protection that they desperately require. These women are left to navigate a world that refuses to hear them, but we refuse to let their voice go unheard.
So there's this woman I want to tell you about. She's about to lose everything.
Are you serious?
Her marriage, her children.
Wow.
And do you know what the funniest part is? Nobody's on her side.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Ha.
And they're about to drag her into a legal battle. She has no representation and she doesn't even know her rights.
That's so bad.
It's a very
so
sorry
sad.
case. Yes.
Wow. So do you know what to do?
I don't know what to do. I'm just a law student. What do I know?
That's true. Okay, I know what to do. She needs to go to the women's law clinic.
Okay.
And do you know how to get there?
I don't.
See, let me tell you something about the women's law clinic. The women's law clinic, they are ready to listen to her. They have clinicians,
Okay.
and they are ready to listen to her.
Okay.
They're ready to talk to her. They're ready to give her advice. And most especially, they are ready to settle the dispute between the both of them amicably.
Okay.
If there is a cause for legal representation, they can be of help in any way. Let's go to the women's law clinic. I'm sure we'll find help. So this is the women's law clinic right here.
Okay.
Yes, efforts are being made to protect women. Laws have been enacted, both at national and state level. Government agencies have been established, and legal aid offices set up. For instance, some 40 years ago, no one would talk about women affairs ministries. We now have virtually in all states of the Federation women affairs ministry. But the question we must ask is whether that is enough, because from the evidence on ground, too many women still fall through the cracks. Many are trapped in cycles of abuse, of poverty, of injustice, and it's not enough to have a law on paper. You must be able to translate the intent of the legislature into action. And we believe that as an institution, we must offer hope to the society. And in this regards, our commitment is to ensure that we have stronger enforcement of the laws we have on ground. We also have wider access to legal aid and support, and a justice system that really serves the interests of women. Until we have a situation where no matter our background, the woman can stand up and claim her rights without fear or favor, our work is not over.
The Women's Law Clinic, Faculty of Law, University of Ibadan, is a non-governmental organization clinic, and it is a specialized clinic for women, indigent women to be specific. The Women's Law Clinic, University of Ibadan, started in 2007 and presently only specialized clinic for women and for indigent women. Because you are indigent does not mean that you don't have access to justice, and that was how the Women's Law Clinic started. And when you are talking about specialized clinic for women, indigent women, we deal with everything that involves a woman versus a woman versus a man. And you know that when you talk about women, you cannot do without talking about children. So sometimes we deal with issues relating to children. So the Women's Law Clinic, we have cases on child care, on child custody, divorce, domestic violence. We have cases of women fighting women, and we have very interesting cases of even women fighting for their community. Let me give you an example. Odogbo Barracks. There was a case in Odogbo Barracks involving the soldiers. There's this barracks at Odogbo, and they have a shooting range. Anytime they're doing their shooting practice, the bullets go beyond the range, going into that community. So we had the men in that community coming into the Women's Law Clinic, coming to tell us about the problem. And the question we asked them in the clinic was, don't you have women in that community? Their answer was yes, and that the women are the ones that are most frightened in the community. And we said, bring the women, because we're a women's law clinic. Interestingly, they brought the women. The women were not used to talking. So we asked the women to sit in front. The men were at the back. And we said, we want to hear from their women. This is part of empowerment. And as the women were talking, interestingly, they would look at the back as if confirmation from the men that are we saying it right? But we wanted them to talk. And what did we do? We had to write a letter to the GOC, telling the GOC that our women are being affected because they cannot go to the river. They cannot do, because it was a very small community, and that they were frightened. And do you know what happened? They moved the range from that place. So you see the power of women. So when it affects women, we are there for them. The Women's Law Clinic, Faculty of Law, University of Ibadan.
So at the clinic, we do more than just guide you to receive legal services. We offer legal counseling, mediation for family disputes. So if anybody comes to the clinic, it's not just to give you the law. We tell you what to do. You know, people always feel that, because the Women's Law Clinic, that we more or less give the women power to go back to their houses and start slapping their husbands. We don't do that. So we educate women about their rights. We empower them with knowledge that can change their lives. And then, like I said before, beyond legal aid, we provide counseling sessions to help them make informed choices for their future. So it's not just about, giving them the law. It's just also to tell them how they should relate with their family or their spouses, as the case may be.
To the Nigerian government, law exists, but are they enforced? Policies are in place, but do they truly protect indigent women? I would say no. Justice must not be a privilege for the wealthy. It must be accessible to all. We need stronger policies, better funding for legal clinics, and real commitment to justice for every woman. Grants must be given to legal aid organizations, not as a favor, but as a necessity. Without these resources, justice remains a distant dream for too many women. Let justice not just be a distant dream, let it be a reality for all women, especially Nigerian women.
To the community, these women live among us. They are neighbors, they are colleagues, they are friends. Indigence is not written on the face. Many suffer in silence because they believe no one will listen. But you can be the voice that guides them to help. Support the women around you, advocate for them, stand with them, show them where to turn, because justice should never be out of reach.
To every legal clinic and legal aid office across Nigeria and beyond, our work is not just about cases, it's about lives. Through our work, we can resolve great problems in the lives of countless people, restoring hope, dignity, and justice. The impact goes beyond just women. It reaches their children, their families, and even men who seek a path to justice. Every case we take on is a step towards a more just society, and we will not stop until every woman knows that justice is within her reach.
Then we also call on organizations. We all know that change does not happen in isolation. We need you, we need all organizations to partner with us, to also lend their platforms and to also extend their resources. We want you to support initiatives like the Project Amplify so that together we can reach more women. It is obvious that we cannot do it on our own. We need all stakeholders to fight this with us. And then also, we are not just talking about change. We cannot just speak about change. Like I said, change does not happen in isolation. We must make it happen. So we expect that there'll be a lot of volunteering, there'll be collaboration. We expect that people should take action and that the time is now.
To the world, it is a notable fact that indigent women are quite a sizable population. Nonetheless, they are not visible, and their rights deserve recognition. Access to justice is a universal principle and essential for a fair and balanced society. And many vulnerable individuals can only access justice when they have right counseling and representation, which is their rights. That's what the Women Law Clinic, University of Ibadan, offers to indigent women. By empowering them to be well counseled and well represented, we empower them to navigate their challenges, especially through legal processes. Our call to everyone is that we join hands to foster a system where no woman is left unheard, and every indigent woman has opportunity to seek fair and equitable justice for the resolution of their disputes whenever they need it. So, we call on the whole global community to join hands to ensure that no woman's rights is left unrealized and no woman's voice is left unheard. So, amplify with us to ensure justice for all indigent women.
And this is our final words from the Women's Law Clinic, Faculty of Law, University of Ibadan. From the clinic, we make this plea. Join us. Let us ensure that no woman stand alone in this fight for justice. Let us amplify their voices. Let us amplify their voices, their stories, their fights, their rights, because when justice is delayed, it is eventually denied, and will not allow their voices to fade into silence.
To the women out there, I want to say that your silence does not protect you. You know, there's a saying in this part of the world that refusal to talk or keeping silence is the beginning of bad luck. You must accept that you must speak out. The world may not always listen to you, but we as Women's Law Clinic at the University of Ibadan, we are here for you. Our doors are open Mondays to Friday, every working day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So feel free to come to us to pour out your heart. If you have facing family disputes or domestic issues, you have inheritance challenges, or any legal struggle, come to us at the Women's Law Clinic. Your rights belong to you. Claim them. Justice is your right, not a favor.
Every woman deserves to be heard. Every woman deserves justice. Justice starts by being heard. Join us today to amplify the struggles, and the voices of indigent women. Share this video with someone who may need it. Thank you very much.